Mainstream media, or perhaps we should refer to them in the original German, Lügenpresse. It's not just that they are leftist and cucks. It's not just that many are genuinely stupid. Indeed, one wonders if these people are people at all. Or instead soulless golem, animated by some dark power to repeat whatever talking point John Oliver stated the night before. The press has clearly decided to double down and wage war against the legitimacy of Trump and the continued existence of white America. But they are really opening up the door for us. Hail Trump! Hail our people! Hail victory!
What you just heard was Richard Spencer giving a speech in the wake of Donald Trump's presidency, and what he said was very questionable and very concerning for a majority of Americans. Let me go ahead and give you my thoughts. Point number one, he specifically used Lügenpresse, which is a German slang word that was used during Nazi Germany, and it was mainly used in connotation with Jews. And we all know what happened in Nazi Germany to Jewish people. Now, that is horribly offensive, and obviously, 100%, he's a bigot. He's nothing short of a bigot. He's a bigot against Jews, and he never claimed any other race, but I'll get to that in my next point. Also, the second part of that first part of the video I showed you, where he wonders if these people are people at all. It's very thin. It's a very thin connection, but it's a connection nonetheless of his continued bigotry. Is he's saying, because the point before that was talking about how the media was controlling and how they were just cucks, and you heard it in the video. They were repeating what John Oliver made the night before. He's saying that the media is run by Jews, and so are they people? Are they people at all? Obviously a bigot, 100% nothing. This is just straight bigotry, and these are. I've made this point all the time, and to people I talk to, and thinking about it and really reviewing everything that happened this election cycle. This is a deplorable thing to do. This is the half of Trump supporters that are a basket of deplorables. That's them right there. That's them in their full glory, being bigots and anti-Semitic, and it's just horrible, and it's disgusting, really. It's disgusting. Now, people claim, does Trump need to condone these actions or condemn these actions? He shouldn't have to. The year is 2016. Obviously, I would want him to come out and say, Richard Spencer, that was uncalled for and not what what my presidency for the next 4 years. That's not what we're going to be about. That's not the message we want to send to the American people. Will he do that, though? That's the real question. I mean, he even put in his freaking cabinet, the basket of deplorables keeps growing under his cabinet. The CIA director, Pompeo, you've got Jeff Sessions, you've got, Newt Gingrich, you've got all these people who are horrible, horrible people. And you got John Bolton, who's called for regime change and would go to war in Iran, and you have all these deplorable actions, and they are running Trump's cabinet. These are all CIA Director Mike Pompeo. It's just, he's not. He can condemn them, but will he actually follow through and do anything about it? Maybe not. Will he actually go in the direction of what these people are saying in that speech? Most likely. I don't see him. I see him condemning these things, but not actually meaning it because of who he's filled in his cabinet. Jeff Sessions is an obvious racist. He's he was not able to become a judge told him he wasn't able to get a position in the state government of Alabama because he was blatantly racist. The baskets of deplorables just, it keeps growing, man. It keeps growing. Point number 2, the second part of that video. Quote, the press has clearly decided to double down and wage war against the legitimacy of Trump and the continued existence of white America. But they are really opening up the door for us. He's saying white America will take over again, and we will do it behind our leader, Trump. Donald J. Trump. That's the thing. He may not do any of these bigoted things that Donald Trump proposed during the primary and the general, but most people who support him, especially these people, are expecting him to. They are expecting him to close the borders and to put a registry on Muslim people and do some anti-Semitic things and all these things. And this is a direct correlation to Donald Trump winning the presidency. The KKK endorsed him. He half condemned those endorsements, even though he knew who David Burke was, and he said he didn't. During the primary season, David Burke said, I want Donald Trump to win the presidency. And Donald Trump said, I'll have to look into it. I don't really know who he is. And there's a video of him saying David Duke is a great guy, like 10 years before that. So he knows who he is. So he's just lying to you. He's lying. That's why I don't trust him to do any of the things he's going to do. And these people, he's easily influenced. And when you have people like this who support him, he obviously will listen to them. Will he do it? That's another question, but he'll listen. He'll listen to these people. That's the scary part. He listens to these people. But they're obviously angry against the media, but it's the same media that gave Donald Trump $2 million or $2 billion in free advertising during the primary and the general because of how much coverage they gave him. It was nonstop. It was all the time. Donald Trump, Donald Trump, Donald Trump. His empty podium got more screen time than Bernie Sanders, a man who focuses only on the issues. These people, man, this is a real thing. The protests that are going on, they have a real right to protest. They have a right to be scared. You know, nobody trusts him, and the people he's surrounding himself with are bigots and deplorables and not trustworthy in the easiest. They're horrible people, and Donald Trump is he's surrounding himself with people like this, and the people he surrounds himself with, you know, Bannon, he's obviously said some anti-Semitic, bigoted things. You know, he's a white nationalist. White supremacist. He wants white America to come back. And these people are no different than him. And Bannon actually has a cabinet position with Trump. So that's the connection to make, is Bannon and these people. And they're the same alt-right movement that you've heard. And it's just going to get worse and worse, and you know we have to do something about it. People have a right to be scared in the new America that's about to take place, and I don't blame them for being so scared. It's, you know, but these are obviously deplorable things, and I'm not going to say that without being scared of being called, you know, whatever by Trump supporters or the alt-right or just the right wing in general. It's just, this is deplorable, and get ready, we're crashing and burning. Brace for impact.